Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and episode 3 with Brighton and Hove Albion. We've got two massive games in today's episode. We're going to start off taking on Brentford and finish off playing Leicester City. Both games at the Amex. We need to rediscover a little bit of form that we had at the start of the season because we've slightly tailed off. Before we get into it though, I do want to thank you guys for all your support on episodes 1 and 2. You really seem to be enjoying the series, which obviously pleases me massively. I'm enjoying making it for you. Let's keep up that support today. Drop a like on today's video if you go on to enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new. Hit that notification bell. It will let you know every single time I upload an episode. Now, before we get into the results off camera, I just want to show you we have made a new signing. It's another loan signing, our third one in this first transfer window. And it's Joe Willock from Arsenal. We've managed to get him in for the rest of the season. He was available for loan. He's got some really good attributes. Of course, we did use him in the Arsenal save earlier on this season. And largely, by and large, even, he did perform for us. And I think he'll do really well in this team. He's young, only 21 years old, English, really hard working. And yeah, I think he'll do okay for us. So welcome to Joe Willock. So let's have a look at the results then since we last met on opening day, when we beat Southampton by 3-1. It was a dream start. We've played 7 games since off camera, and the good run early on continued. We got through the second round of the EFL Cup as we took on Portsmouth at Fratton Park. Pinamonti getting on the score sheet once again just before half-time. Alexis McAllister just after. Lewis Dunk put the game to bed in the 54th minute. And then just after the hour mark, a Leo Trossard penalty gave us a 4-0 win and safely through to the third round. And that good form continued once again in the Premier League. We got a big win at Molineux against Wolves. Daniel James, the loanee from Manchester United, grabbing a goal in the 55th minute. And also Enoch Mwepu, who finished the game off in the 94th minute. Now, I've been informed by you guys in the comments, it is Mwepu. Mwepu. I need to make sure that I've got that ingrained into my brain going forwards. But yeah, good finish for him. First goal for Brighton and Hove Albion, hopefully of many more. And since then, we've had a little bit of a dip in form. We're a little bit unfortunate with our third round opponents in the EFL Cup. A competition that I wanted to do well in this season. We ended up drawing Man City. A couple of goals from Laporte, João Cancelo and Phil Foden, giving them an easy 4-0 win. And then a game at home at the Amex, the place that we want to make a fortress back in the Premier League. We lost 2-1 even, to West Ham. Craig Dawson in the 32nd minute. Thomas Souček penalty in the 69th. We decided that we were going to get ourselves back into it with 20 minutes to go with a goal from Daniel James. But sadly, it wasn't to be enough. And then 3 of the toughest games in a row that we'll probably face this season. A 3-0 defeat at Anfield against Liverpool. The game was over before half-time with Joel Matip and Roberto Firmino. And then Divock Origi putting us 3-0 down at half-time. We never quite got back into it. Luckily for us, they went easy on us in the second half. We then went to the Emirates Stadium. We put in a little bit of an improved performance, but a Lacazette and a Lewis Dunk on goal just before half-time. Emile Smith-Rowe really finished us off. But then a big point for us back at the Amex against Manchester City. We actually played really well in this game, even before Benjamin Mendy got sent off in the 77th minute. So it was a massive point for us, much improved performance, and hopefully we can take that into today's fixtures against Brentford and Leicester. Now, the only real downside, if anything, is the fact that we've scored 1 goal in the last 5 games. It's not very positive, and I'm a little bit torn at the moment between Danny Welbeck and Neil Maupay. Neither of them are really showing too many signs that they're going to get a hatful of goals for us this season. And the reason that I've got to choose between them two is because Andrea Pinamonti is injured for the second time this season. He spent a little bit of time out. If we look at his injuries, he was out for 4 weeks with a groin strain that he picked up in late September. He's come back to training, had a couple of days there, and he's out for about another 4 or 5 weeks at the moment. He's got an abdominal strain. I think it's 4 to 5 weeks. Let me just check. 7 days and 2 weeks. Yeah, he's already missed a couple of games. So we've not been able to get Pinamonti on the pitch, who's probably been one of our more exciting players up front this season. He's got a goal in the Premier League. He's got one in the Carabao Cup, a couple in the Papa John's Trophy when he's played for the under-23. So his confidence is sky high, but we just can't get him on the pitch at the moment. So league table-wise, as it stands, we are down in 13th place at this moment in time. 6 games played, 2 wins, a draw, and 3 defeats. 6 scored, 9 conceded. We've got a -3 goal difference and 7 points. It's not too bad. We're almost in the sort of top of the bottom half. We are 4 points above Crystal Palace, who have just got themselves 3 points on the board. They're at the top of the drop zone. Norwich and Watford still to get off the mark. Today's first opponents, Brentford, have got 4 points. They've only picked up 1 win, which is a 5-1 home win against Aston Villa. They did get a draw against Arsenal, though, so they're quite capable of getting something out of their games. I think that they'll do all right this season, but it's a big chance for us at home. We'll follow up with Leicester, who've started average, 3 wins and 3 defeats. If we win that first game, you never know, we could be above them by the end of today's episode. So it's a big one. A couple of games we really need to get some points from. I'm going to target 4 points. The question is, at what point do I call up somebody like Aaron Connelly? He's doing all right in the under-23s. 6 goals in 5 starts. 7.14 average rating. Decent attributes. He's got good finishing. How good is he as an advanced forward? He's got a bit of work to do on things like passing, but he's pretty quick. He's got a high work rate. I'm really tempted to throw him in, and just sort of give him a go. I'm going to chuck him into the senior squad. Right, let's get into it then. The weekend's fixtures have been played. We've remained in 13th place in the table, but Palace have got themselves another point. So a win today would put us up to 10, potentially in 11th place above Aston Villa in the table, depending on how many goals we score. So, in terms of the lineup, I have decided to keep this tactic as well. This is the original 4-2-3-1 that we set up. I did have a second tactic, which was like a 5-2-2-1, but I've really binned it off. It was completely negative. We just invited pressure, and we got battered in a couple of games with it against the bigger teams. I was trying to do it to sort of shore things up, nick a point here and there against the teams like the Man Cities, the Arsenals, the Liverpools. It really didn't go well. And then when we played this against Man City, we got a 0-0 draw. So it does seem like positivity is the sort of best form of defence at the moment. But anyway, this is the side that we're going to go with. Sanchez starts in goal. Taylor, Dunk, White and Lamptey at the back. Joe Willock will start for us alongside Bissouma. Trossard on the left, James on the right. McAllister in the attacking midfielder role. And we are going to give Aaron Connelly a go up top today. Just having a little look at Trossard. He's not quite fully fit, but we will start him. On the bench, we've got Webster, Veltman, Byrne, Mwepu, Lallana, March, Gross, Tau, and Danny Welbeck. On the injury report, we've still got Pinamonte out. Florian Ndone is out long term. There are some big names that are out of the team. Neil Mopai doesn't get into the side at all. So we'll just have to see how we go. But big game, starting off against Brentford. Let's do the business. Come on, boys. This is actually a really big game for us, As you can see from the recent form, we haven't won in a while. So this would be a huge 3 points for us if we can get it. There is the Brentford side. The guy on the left here we did look at. Of course, they've got Ivan Toney up top. So this is going to be a big game. It's going to be a good test for us, but I'm feeling positive, especially after the draw that we got against Man City. Hopefully, it will give us a little bit of a confidence. But early highlight, Daniel James, who's had a good start to the season for us, cuts inside. He has got a man out wide, but he ignores him. Daniel James going all the way, and it's a good save by Rowett in the goal. Out for a Brighton corner. Says what we need. We need to make sure that we're positive. I think that Aaron Connelly up top as well, with the goals that he's managed to get in pre-season, in the under-23s, could have a bit of an impact. Here's Daniel James, and he gets us the first goal of the game. 18 minutes on the clock. Big finish for us. Is the flag up? It's not up. It's gone to the replay. We are a goal up. I just saw the linesman standing still, and I was thinking, oh no, they're going to disallow it, but he's nowhere near offside. Lovely finish from James. His 4th of the season. He's had a massive impact since he's come in from Man United. Going to praise the boys. Try and give him that little bit of confidence. That was a superb ball in, though, for Daniel James. And he's the man in form at the moment. But we made it to half-time. 1-0, 3 shots on goal, 2 on target. Brentford have had a little bit more, but we have had the majority of the possession. I'm going to say to the boys at half-time, do we say I'm pleased? I'm going to say I'm pleased. I want to make sure that they stay inspired, they stay motivated for this second half. I think another goal wins us the game. Hopefully, we can go out there and get it. So an early chance, 53 minutes in. Ball launched in by Taylor. Willock's got it. Comes out towards McAllister. There is the second. Big goal for us. McAllister's second goal of the season. Oh, I was just thinking about taking him off as well and bringing on Pascal Gross. He wasn't having the best game on paper. I think he was on like a 6.5. But McAllister, lovely finish into the corner. 2-0 the Albion. Another corner. McAllister whips in. Cleared at the back post. Only as far as Basuma, though, who almost gets into the penalty area, but he's tackled. And Brentford will come away with the ball down this left-hand side. They're going to be looking to get back in the game, but Willock is brought down by Onyeka, and he has received a red card for violent conduct. Brentford are down to 10. Now, I am thinking as and where we make some substitutions because we haven't made any just yet. We've only got about 10 minutes left to go. In fact, let's do it now. So I've made a triple change. Welbeck, Mwepu and Lallana all come onto the pitch. This is where we probably get ourselves an injury. But 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. 2-0 on the board. And that will do it. A 2-0 victory. Big win for us against what you could deem to be some relegation rivals this season. So we're going to do outstretched arms. Very pleased with the results and the way you played. That is a big win for us that will just push us up the table a little bit. As we said, into 11th place. We leapfrog Aston Villa. We move ourselves away a little bit more from that relegation zone. It's still really early days, but massive win. This is a bad injury at right back. So this has come from twisting sharply during a training session. Joel Veltman is going to be out for 3 to 4 months. So Tariq Lamptey, we need you to stay fit, my friend. And he is going to get some serious game time now for up till Christmas time. Well, up to Christmas and into the new year. So second of the two then as we take on Leicester at the Amex. And do you know what? Based off that last performance, I think we're going to go with the same side. So the same 11, Sanchez, Taylor, Dunk, White and Lamptey, Willock and Basuma in the middle, Trossard on the left, James on the right, McAllister through the middle, Aaron Connelly up top. Just the one change to the bench. Jacob Madere comes in for the injured Veltman. He will sit on the bench alongside Webster, Byrne, Mwepu, Lallana, March, Gross, Tau and Danny Welbeck. Let's get into the second game. Hopefully a point or 3, and I think I'll be pretty happy with today's results. Right then, team talk was go out there and carry on straight from where you finished the last match. No Jamie Vardy for Leicester City, so it'll be interesting to see where he is, whether he's on the bench or injured or sold. And Leicester almost take an early lead through Johnny Evans in the 8th minute. Early warning signs for us there. We are the Sunday game, so we've slipped down to 12th in the Premier League table, but a win for us could push us into the top half. Let's just encourage a bit because we've not got the best stats early on in this game, but we do have the ball and are on the attack through Yves Basuma, who drives forward. Lovely ball in towards Dan James, who just about keeps it in. Trossard hits the post, and Fofana clears the danger for Leicester City. Big chance for us to open the scoring, but Leicester are going to be straight back into it. Lamptey does well there at the back with his pace. Nice bit of football for us in the pouring rain. Here is Joe Willock, gets tackled, and Yuri Tielemans will put that up to Daka. Joe Willock has stayed down, interestingly, as Leicester attack on this right-hand side. Ball whips in, cleared by Ben White, only as far as Ndidi. Tielemans, and a great save by Robert Sanchez, which will go out for a corner. And we have got a bit of an injury to Joe Willock. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that, and if he ends up having to be substituted or whether we can get through it. But first of all, we've got to clear this corner by Leicester. It's going to be whipped in by Maddison, and Didi's there, just wide of Sanchez's post. It was never going in, but out for a goal kick. We have got the corner, though. Trossard whipped in. Everyone stood very still in the penalty area. It made me think that we were going to get a penalty out of it. Lamptey will pick this up, though. Finds Ben White. And back towards Lamptey once again. Just playing it around nicely at the back. Nice little build-up from us. Here's Dan James in towards Basuma. Skips past a couple once again and finds Leo Trossard on this left-hand side. Ooh, I thought he was going to go down. He gets tackled and Leicester come away with the ball. Harvey Barnes drives over that halfway line, finds Daka, back towards Barnes again, but comfortably wide. So they think we should be able to nurse Joe Willock through the game. We'll keep an eye on him as we get to half-time at 0-0. Leicester have had slightly the better of it, a little bit of a higher XG, but firmly in the game. So I just told the boys at half-time I'm pretty pleased with how things are going. Let's keep it going like this, but it's a free kick for Leicester, whipped in by Maddison and Didi at the back post. Let's just drop a little encourage on the boys because Leicester are starting to dominate the game a little bit. Here's McAllister, whips a ball over the top easily into the hands of Schmeichel. McAllister not having a great game. We may have to bring on Pascal Gross as we pump the ball back forward. It was a poor kick from Schmeichel, and he doesn't look too steady at the moment, but he's found a nice ball out wide towards Harvey Barnes, who skips past Lamptey, has a shot, easy wide. Right, we're going to make two changes. Let's take off Joe Willock, and we will bring on Pascal Gross in there. And I think we'll also take off McAllister, who's had a poor game, and we'll bring on Adam Lallana for the last half an hour or so. I've also got one eye on Aaron Connelly, who's not really affected the game too much as we drop another encourage, but Leicester will come forwards. We pick it up, though. Here's Trossard. He's got Connelly on a run. What can Trossard do? He's got to get past his man. Almost gets tackled, but manages to keep it. Pascal Gross. Connelly's there. It's in the net. Is it onside? Pascal Gross has scored in a bizarre fashion, and the substitute who comes on gives us the lead with less than 20 minutes to go. I'm not quite sure what happens here. I think Schmeichel's made an absolute mess of it. An absolute mess. I don't know if Connelly's put him off a little bit, but the most important thing is that the Albion are in the lead with 14 minutes to go. Here's Maddison, though. Whips in a ball. Johnny Evans, free header, just in. Great save by Sanchez in the Brighton goal. We just need to concentrate now and make sure that we get through these last few minutes. All right, if and where do we make a change? I don't really want to change too much. We're going to bring on Solly March on that right-hand side, but 4 minutes of stoppage time are due to be played out, and we have found all 3 points. Another massive result for us, and 6 points in this episode. I'm not sure that we entirely deserved it, but it's looking good from this Brighton side. And to top it off, Pinamonti has resumed full training. Can we get a striker on the pitch that will score some goals? 10 days to 2 weeks out for Joe Willock with a damaged heel. But overall, the most important thing is we are back amongst the wins again. Couple of goals as well. Non-conceded. We've not conceded in 3 games now, so massive testament to the defence there. And as part of the Premier League table, we are up to 9th. 8 games in, 4 wins, a draw, and 3 defeats. Leaves us on 13 points. We're only outside the European places on goal difference, but we're not going to be looking at that. The main thing is that we're well away. We're 9 points away from these relegation places. So it's been a really good early start to us in this Premier League campaign. So that will do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, massively appreciated. We'll play a few more games offline. Let's come back in Christmas time. Man United at home and Tottenham away. 2 games that we will probably highly likely lose, but we've got chances to pick up points in between then. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new. I'll catch you guys very soon.